Right now, live at 5, cruise ships arrive in Duluth, how some visitors took in the city. Plus, how one Duluth man is honoring his father's World War II legacy this Memorial Day. And celebrating Memorial Day around the Twin Ports. We take a look at some events honoring those that paid the ultimate sacrifice.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS 3.
Good evening. I'm Larissa Millis. Kristen and Briggs are off tonight. Thanks for joining us this Memorial Day. We are currently tracking some severe weather across Minnesota tonight. So we turn now to meteorologist Bo Fogel. Bo, lots of things to keep in mind tonight.
Yes, definitely. We have a strong cold front heading our way, so it's creating a whole line of strong storms, and they are inching closer to us. Now, looking on satellite and radar, you can see we do have a tornado watch in effect for Itasca and Aiken County until 10 p.m. this evening. And you can see the long stretch of storms just southwest of Brainerd, and there are tornado warnings in effect for areas just southwest of Brainerd. Nothing in the Northlands so far, but as these storms get closer, of course, we will keep on tracking the severe weather. Now, like I mentioned, we have a tornado watch in effect for Itasca and Aiken County until tonight at 10 p.m. And there's also a flood watch in effect until tomorrow at noon, just because we're expecting a lot of rainfall in the next 24 hours. So you can see the whole line of storms stretching from central western Minnesota down to the tips of Iowa. So that is a cold front heading our way. And this line of storms have already created a couple of tornadoes down into southwest Minnesota. And so we're going to continue on monitoring these strong systems. The SPC has increased and expanded the moderate risk to include parts of Brainerd all the way up through Itasca and Aiken County, hence why they issued that tornado watch. And then we do have an enhanced risk just west of Duluth. So definitely stay up to date on the latest alerts as we continue to track the system. So tonight, we'll see the line of storms come through in the next few hours. It will come to an end by around midnight. Could see an isolated storm, but they're not going to be severe. And then tomorrow morning, we have more showers. But coming up in a few minutes, I'm going to break down the main threats with these systems and what the rest of the week has in store for us.
All right. Thanks, Bo. Duluth welcomed a cruise ship for the first time in almost a decade this morning around 6 a.m. The 660-foot-long Viking Octantis entered the harbor, bringing with it 400 passengers to explore all the Twin Ports have to offer. CBS 3's Quinn Gorham caught up with the welcoming committee today and explains why local leaders and cruisegoers alike are excited to be part of the ship's maiden voyage.
It's a brisk and gloomy day here in Duluth, but if you take a peek through all that fog, you can see the faint shadow of the Viking Octantis docked out there in the Duluth harbor, waiting as her passengers spend the day on land, heading out on excursions all across the Twin Ports. Early this morning, though, it was a grand arrival as the Viking Octantis trudged through the fog, sailing under the aerial lift bridge for the first time. The ship is on its second stop of its new Great Lakes tour, a journey that required lots of preparation to make happen. Since the seawall behind the deck still needs some major adjustments before the cruises can dock there, they'll temporarily anchor further out, with tender vessels bringing guests to shore. Once they go through customs at the deck, Viking encourages passengers to check out the local attractions and excursions, things like the Glensheen Mansion, North Shore Scenic Railroad, and lots more. Guests will also be able to spend the day independent, exploring the city however they see fit. For Susan and Larry Johnson, a couple from Atlanta, Georgia, the cruise is an opportunity to explore the beauty of the Great Lakes from some of its most iconic spots.
And to come up here in Duluth is like, wow, I've heard of it.
It's another part of the world.
Yeah.
Long way for us.
Local leaders hope Duluth can become a future turnaround port, meaning cruises could start and end in the Twin Ports, leading to more money for local hotels and transportation. Once it's done here, the cruise ship will head back out on Lake Superior, where it'll go to Bayfield and then the Upper Peninsula before heading through the Sioux Locks and down into Lake Michigan.
The cruise set sail in Thunder Bay. According to Viking's website, the cost is around $7,000. With so much preparation, several local leaders were there for the ship's arrival earlier today. We'll hear what they're most excited for coming up at 6. On this Memorial Day, one Duluth man is honoring his father's legacy by sharing his story from World War II. Joe Westerberg has always been a history buff, especially when it comes to World War II. A passion instilled in him at an early age by his father, Alan, who was a signalman in the U.S. Navy during the war. About 20 years ago, Joe found out his father saved all his letters from the war. Since then, it has been his mission to transcribe the letters and publish them. Joe wants to share them with his family and for future generations to see how life was during the Second World War.
You know, you look up history and it's firsthand accounts. That's where you learn more. So I hope that someone learns and looks at these and says, this is the experience of this young person and probably of all the young people that helped win the war for us.
Coming up tonight at 10, hear more about the hundreds of letters saved from war and how this passion project brought Joe closer to his dad. For one, Northland Community Memorial Day holds a special significance this year. In Proctor, a special tribute to Captains James Verville and Sherman Gagne, both Proctor natives and 148th members who died in an F-101 crash 50 years ago. The American Legion Post 106 hosted the program. More than 50 other fallen Proctor area service members were also honored. It was a somber Memorial Day in Gary, New Duluth. The community came together to honor our local veterans' sacrifices. Hundreds of people showed up to pay their respects at the Veterans Memorial on Commonwealth Avenue.
It's always been a tight-knit community out here that we grew up in, and it's just very important for us to continue to honor those that gave the ultimate sacrifice and those that served, especially from this part of the community.
Lieutenant Commander Roger Reinert with the U.S. Navy Reserve was the keynote speaker. And not far from there, the community gathered in West Duluth this afternoon for the annual Memorial Day Parade. The event, organized by the Duluth Women of Today, featured dozens of floats traveling down Grand Avenue. Brigadier General Ronald Hine from Duluth was this year's Grand Marshal.
It's critical that our young people understand the sacrifice that has been made to keep America free and maintain the American way of life.
Hine said today's parade is just one way we can keep our veterans' memories alive. Closing arguments are expected to begin tomorrow in a Cloquet murder trial. Sheldon Thompson is accused of killing Jackie Defoe, her toddler Kevin, and unborn baby in March 2020. A grand jury also indicted Thompson on premeditated murder charges. That means if convicted, he could face up to life in prison. The jury heard testimony last week from several of the state's witnesses. That included Defoe's mother and cousin, who both said they were concerned with Defoe's relationship with Thompson. One investigator also presented evidence that showed Thompson was likely the father of Defoe's unborn baby. The defense did not call any witnesses, saying Thompson decided not to testify. The jury is expected to start deliberating shortly after closing arguments. We'll be in the courtroom tomorrow, bringing you the latest on any developments. An Illinois woman is dead after a UTV crash in Iron County, Wisconsin this weekend. The crash happened in Mercer around 5:20 last night. Authorities say 6 people were on board the UTV when it went off the road and flipped underwater in the Turtle Flambeau flowage. 4 people were able to get out, but the remaining 2 were trapped under the water. A 39-year-old woman was driving the UTV. She died at the scene. Another person is in critical condition. An investigation into the crash is ongoing. Still to come on Live at 5, a family fun event in Washburn County is also looking for volunteers to help with the community garden. Details coming up in City by City.
Looking for a new garage? Maybe a home or cabin shell? Call Economy Garages to make your visions a reality. With over 40 years experience and over 9,000 buildings built for your friends and neighbors, you can trust us to get the job done right.
Call Economy Garages when you want it done right.
Do you listen to the TV on high volume or have trouble hearing conversations? Then you would benefit from hearing aids. Don't waste thousands on expensive hearing aids when you can get Nano's revolutionary technology for just $297. Don't be fooled by higher-priced hearing aids. The CIC Recharge is a true hearing aid, not an amplifier. With rechargeable technology many customers say is superior to more expensive models. Call now and get not 1, but 2 Nano hearing aids for just $297. Plus, we'll add a portable charging case and ship your order absolutely free. The CIC Recharge has a tiny in-the-ear canal design that is nearly invisible. Why keep missing out on important conversations or waste thousands of dollars? Call and get 2 CIC Recharge hearing aids for only $297 and free shipping.
800-758-1647. Again, that's 800-758-1647. When it comes to your next home project, hit a grand slam with your home improvement company. Your home improvement company is Minnesota's MVP contractor. They're great about touching base throughout your project. They aced my window replacement job, and their service is so good you might get a little choked up. Your home improvement company is on deck and ready to step up to the plate. They're the clutch contractor in Twins territory, even if their owner is a bit of a knuckleball. Hey, I'm just spitballing here.
When it comes to sports, there's one guy who's dunking on the competition. For all your local sports, Duncan Goldberg. Evenings on live, local CBS 3.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Silver Bay tonight. Things are calm up there for now as the severe weather won't reach the North Shore until later tonight. Bo will be in with the latest on this evening's storms in just a few minutes. But first, let's take a look around the region. Even more construction and detours for those just outside of Duluth, and a fundraiser for cancer patients on the Iron Range. All of that and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. We start in Washburn County, Wisconsin tonight with a fun opportunity at this weekend's Family Festival. The festival is a free event for those of all ages to come and take part in at the Washburn County Fairgrounds. There will be vendors, food, bouncy houses, and more. Additionally, Community First Washburn County is looking for volunteers to take part of their Spring into Action event. They will be building 10 garden beds to add to community gardens across the county. We will have the volunteer sign up at cbs3duluth.com. Next, we head to Cromwell, Minnesota with more road construction. Highway 210 and 73 are now under construction, and motorists can expect detours or traffic changes. Through travel on 210 is now single lane via a control signal, and there is no access to 73. Project crews have weekly Thursday meetings at the construction job trailer at the salt shed in Cromwell, which the public is invited to attend. We will have the full detour map available on our website. And we wrap up in Mountain Iron tonight with the Angel Fund's first ever fundraiser on the East Range. This Saturday, June 4th, will be their inaugural Corn Zizzle for Cancer. The event raises money to help support area cancer patients. The day will feature a double elimination bags tournament with payouts up to $500 for the winning duo. It is a $60 per team to enter, and registration is open until Friday at midnight. Fun team names and costumes are encouraged. The Corn Zizzle will be hosted at BG's Bar and Grill. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email and it might be featured as we go around the Northland city by city. Still to come on Live at 5, the Coast Guard station in Grand Marais is officially going to be closing. What that could mean for safety along the North Shore in just a few minutes.
And the line of storms are heading its way. We're going to begin to see severe storms in the next few hours. I'm going to break down the main threats with these systems.
I'm meteorologist Peter Kevikauskas. Wake up with us here on CBS 3.
Wake up with Natalie and Peter on CBS 3.
Rental cars are in high demand, but now there's another option. Rent a Toyota RAV4 or Sienna from Cary Toyota in Superior. Current models fill the rental fleet at competitive pricing. Rent for a single day or save with a weekly rental rate. Enjoy the reliability of Toyota on your next road trip. Unlimited mileage is automatically included when you rent at Cary Toyota in Superior. That's right, unlimited miles. You don't have to buy a new car to drive a new car. Call Cary Toyota in Superior to reserve your rental vehicle today. Voted best car dealer 22 times.
Hi, it's me again. Listen to this. Medicare Part C plans with extra benefits like getting money added back to your Social Security check every month may now be available to you in your zip code. Make sure you're not missing out. It's simple. 1, call the number on your screen. 2, they'll look up your zip code and see if you're eligible. 3, they'll check for plans with extra benefits like prescriptions, dental coverage, and the benefit that adds money back to your Social Security check every single month. Call now.
I called to get everything I deserve.
I called to check my zip code for a plan with the benefit that adds money back to my Social Security check.
I called to check my zip code.
Check your zip code. It could be dynamite. Call now.
Call 1-800-919-1340. That's 1-800-919-1340 now.
Get your news on the go. The CBS 3 mobile app. Don't let the weather ruin your day. Dave Anderson, Peter Kavikauskas, and Bo Fogel. The CBS 3 weather team, tracking more than just severe storms.
Hi, everyone. I'm Natalie Grant. I am so excited to be waking up with you every weekday from 5 to 7 right here on CBS 3.
Wake up with Natalie and Peter on CBS 3. And now your WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Bo Fogel.
Well, the last round of severe weather is heading its way here to the Northland, and it's already creating a lot of activity. Numerous tornado warnings just southwest of Brainerd, and these systems continue on moving to the north-northeast. So Bemidji will be getting impacted shortly, but we're going to continue on monitoring these strong to severe storms. I know there have been several reports of tornadoes already touching down in southwest Missouri and near Alexandria. There's some videos out there showing a funnel cloud reaching the ground. Now, for us in the Northland, we still have a tornado watch issued for Aiken and Itasca County until 10 p.m. tonight. And then we do have a flood watch in effect for other areas, St. Louis County, Coochin County, and parts of Itasca County, and that goes until tomorrow. But you can see all the severe thunderstorm warnings and tornado warnings right here. And as I mentioned, they're going to continue on moving to the north-northeast. So these line of storms won't reach Duluth for the next several hours, but as it moves closer to the lake, it's going to lose a lot of instability. So the severe threat is going to continue on decreasing. But you can notice how all the line of storms stretching all the way down to the southern part in Minnesota. And so we're going to continue on seeing a lot of activity in the next few hours. SPC has expanded the moderate risk for severe weather to include Brainerd up into Itasca and Aiken County and just south of Coochin County, hence why they have issued that tornado watch. Duluth and just west of it, we got areas that are slight and enhanced risk, but I think those are going to be more strong winds and damaging hail, or large hail and damaging winds. But you can see the moderate risk stretching all the way down to the southwest part of Minnesota, and that is where a lot of the tornadoes are being reported. So the storm hazards for tonight: damaging winds exceeding 60 miles per hour, large hail up to about an inch in diameter, could even be bigger than that. Flooding still a huge threat, especially since we still have a lot of areas that are still flooded up north. 1 to 3 additional inches of rain, and we can't rule out a possibility of a few tornadoes. So make sure you stay up to date on the latest alerts. Current conditions, though, you can notice the warm front really increased our temperatures in Wisconsin and most of Minnesota. Of course, it's still cooler around the lake. A lot of areas are reporting mostly cloudy to overcast skies. Rainfall the past 24 hours have been a lot, 1 to 2 inches, especially around Grand Rapids and Hibbing. I know some areas around that have seen even more than that, near 3 inches of rain. International Falls, one area that's been impacted by flooding, got an additional inch of rain, and we could see even more than that. So here's the timeline. The line of storms coming through by 8 or 9 o'clock tonight, and then that's going to move off, but we're also going to still see some lingering showers behind this system because this occluded system is moving directly over us, and that's also going to increase our winds from the south and then eventually turn to the northwest by Wednesday. And then by Wednesday midday, we're going to see plenty of sunshine. It's actually going to be very nice, but it is going to still be breezy. So here's a broader look. We got this system right here. It's becoming occluded as it moves closer to us, and that is where that cold front's going to bring in those lines of storms. And then this system is going to finally move into Canada by Tuesday afternoon, but we still could see some lingering showers behind that. Once that system moves off, high pressure finally moves in. It's going to give us days of dry weather, which we so richly need in order to mitigate the flooding situation. So temperatures for tomorrow, they're going to be different throughout the region. Wisconsin, you're still going to be warm in the 70s and 80s. Duluth, it's going to be a little bit cooler, and even cooler up in northern Minnesota. So 7-day forecast. Once we are done with today and most of tomorrow, we are going to stay dry for a while, and temperatures are going to be seasonal. It's going to be mostly sunny, and we so deserve this because So much rain, so much short little time. Oh man, I am so ready for this.
I am ready for some sunshine. I was just asking you about the beach. Not going to be quite beach weather, but I'll take some sunshine for now.
I was going to say, not beach weather yet anyways,
Yeah.
but hey, better than, storms.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thanks, Bo.
No problem.
More rain tonight means the flooding in far northern Minnesota is only getting worse. That, combined with the rising waters on Rainy Lake, means Koochiching County had to shut down more roads today and ask more residents in and around Rainier to evacuate. That includes County Road 117, also known as Birch Point Road, along with unorganized township roads 446 and 269. About 12 homes plus Sportsman's Dock are impacted. MnDOT is also asking drivers to be careful on the Highway 11 bypasses near Rainy Lake. They have signals set up to help direct traffic with all the flooding. They say the worst thing you can do is stop and take photos because it could be dangerous and you'll slow down the traffic flow. Volunteers have been busy sandbagging in that region for weeks now, but today's severe weather meant they had to put that work on hold. The county said they can't operate their sandbagging locations safely when there's lightning. So anytime it was detected, they had to stop working. By the way, the Tilson Bay satellite sandbag site is closed due to rising water there. Instead, the county set up a new location on Voyager Way just east of I Falls. The Coast Guard is moving forward with plans to shut down its station in Grand Marais. That's according to an announcement from the Coast Guard office. Instead, they plan to serve the North Shore out of their station in Duluth, more than 100 miles away. Officials say the Grand Marais station has been seasonally staffed between Memorial Day and Labor Day since 2018, adding that they've averaged less than one case a year over the last decade. Spokespeople say it won't affect their ability to respond to emergencies, and they wouldn't make this move if they felt it put the public at risk. No word on exactly when the Grand Marais station will close. Still to come, the Poppy Wall was on display in Washington, D.C. today after a 2-year absence due to the pandemic. The history behind this Memorial Day tradition next.
We don't head north on the weekends. We head down the road any day of the week. It's why we live here. The great outdoors is just out our back door. And with Fairview Range, so is great care. We offer exceptional primary, specialty, and emergency health care services. Whenever you need us. Go live your life. We're here so you can get out there. Fairview Range. We're here.
The RV that I got here now, the base camp, I get it winterized and de-winterized, so I bring it over twice a year. My experience working with the staff here at Link RV has been nothing but great. I was impressed with how they treated me and how things have gone.
Do you listen to the TV on high volume or have trouble hearing conversations? Then you would benefit from hearing aids. Don't waste thousands on expensive hearing aids when you can get Nano's revolutionary technology for just $297. Don't be fooled by higher-priced hearing aids. The CIC Recharge is a true hearing aid, not an amplifier. With rechargeable technology many customers say is superior to more expensive models. Call now and get not one, but 2 Nano hearing aids for just $297. Plus, we'll add a portable charging case and ship your order absolutely free. The CIC Recharge has a tiny in-the-ear canal design that is nearly invisible. Why keep missing out on important conversations or waste thousands of dollars? Call and get 2 CIC Recharge hearing aids for only $297 and free shipping.
800-758-1647. Again, that's 800-758-1647.
Interstate Battery has the battery for your RV, ATV, and so much more. Power up your summer with a battery you can depend on. Visit us today at 426 John Avenue in Superior or at your nearest Interstate Batteries dealer. Interstate Batteries, outrageously dependable.
At Super One Foods, you'll find more than just low prices and better choices. You'll find friendly faces like ours, working hard to save you money. Super One has a tireless commitment to be grand opening ready every day, with fully stocked shelves and a wide selection for you and your family. Check out these specials available at all Super One locations going on now. So stop into the Super One Foods right in your neighborhood. Super One Foods, serving you low prices and better choices.
Hey neighbor, you switched to T-Mobile home internet yet?
Trim your hedge.
It's $50 a month with no price hikes. Bam! It runs on T-Mobile's wireless 5G network. So all you gotta do is plug in one cord.
T-Mobile 5G home internet. Just $50 a month. No price hikes, no hidden fees.
I did it.
Oh!
I switched to T-Mobile Home Internet, and I am loving it.
Don't sneak up on me like that.
Why didn't you tell me to switch earlier?
Cancer research requires bold and innovative thinking. You may be able to help science uncover the next breakthrough by sharing your patient data and unique experience with researchers. Join Stand Up to Cancer and count me in at standuptocancer.org.
A Memorial Day tradition has returned this year. The USAA stopped building the Poppy Wall in the nation's capital the last 2 years because of COVID-19. CBS 3's Washington Bureau reporter Brendan Cullerton shows us the significance of the poppy.
Unlike most memorials in Washington, the Poppy Wall is only here one weekend out of the year. Every single one of these 645,000 poppies represents a service member who made the ultimate sacrifice. Retired Navy Vice Admiral John Byrd says building a 133-foot wall of poppy flowers in the nation's capital is a good way to honor those who have protected our freedom.
We can never thank them enough, but we should never forget. So the meaning is in us remembering.
The USAA began the yearly wall tradition in 2018, but the tradition of poppies for remembrance dates back to World War I.
Lieutenant Colonel John McCrae, observing the red poppies growing among all the white crosses, penned a famous poem in Flanders Fields.
The VFW has distributed poppies to honor the fallen since World War I and says it is important they donate the so-called buddy poppies for the wall.
These are made by disabled veterans, so all the proceeds go back to help disabled veterans.
The VFW says the scope of the wall can help provide more perspective on Memorial Day.
Memorial Day isn't just let's go out and have a picnic or a barbecue, but it's really time to reflect about what made this country great.
This year marked the Poppy Wall's first appearance since 2019, when 25,000 people viewed the memorial. In Washington, I'm Brendan Cullerton.
USAA introduced 2 smaller poppy exhibits in Columbus, Ohio, and San Diego last week.
We've got a lot of news to cover this Memorial Day. President Biden vows to take action after meeting with families in Uvalde, Texas. Why the Justice Department is now reviewing the police response to that school shooting. The summer travel season got off to a rough start. The culprits, bad weather and high gas prices. Plus, Americans from coast to coast pause to remember those who made the ultimate sacrifice for freedom. That's tonight on the CBS Evening News.
CBS 3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health. Don't fall behind in your child's routine care. Schedule a well child check today. Same-day appointments are available. Visit EssentiaHealth.org.
Hi, this is Brian.
And I'm Steven.
As your locally owned sporting goods store, we would like to invite you in for this upcoming spring and summer season.
Are you or your child looking to upgrade your used quality sports equipment? We are always looking to buy or trade.
Trade in, trade up, and save.
A coworker and myself were coming home from work. As I glanced over at my friend who was driving, I was interrupted by a terrible impact with another vehicle. After the accident, my medical bills were mounting. I knew I needed help, so I called Schwabel, Getz & Sieben. My attorney was fantastic. Every step of the way, I was very confident in the help that I was receiving.
Call Schwabel, Getz & Sieben for a free consultation or visit Schwabel.com.
I would recommend Schwabel, Getz & Sieben to anybody because they genuinely cared about me.
There's a feeling you get when old meets new, the past meets the future. It's not comfortable, but it feels good. Duluth Pack, since 1882.
Duluth Playhouse proudly hosts History Theater's production of Glen Sheen the Musical. This award-winning smash hit runs June 3rd through the 12th at the North Shore Theater. Get your tickets today at duluthplayhouse.org or by calling 218-733-7555.
Mining. It's a part of Minnesota's history that affects everyone in the Northland still to this day. Join me, Kristen Bakke, every Tuesday for Eye on Mining.
Brought to you by Range Regional Airport. Watch Eye on Mining with Kristen Bakke every Tuesday at 10. Only on live local CBS 3.
Hi everyone, I'm Natalie Grant. I am so excited to be waking up with you every weekday from 5 to 7 right here on CBS 3.
Wake up with Natalie and Peter on CBS 3.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park on this Memorial Day Monday evening. Let's take a look back at today's top story and see what's coming up at 6. Tonight at 5, we learned more about the Viking Octantis cruise ship, the first cruise ship to set sail under the lift bridge in nearly 10 years. Passengers had a foggy welcome to the Twin Ports this morning, and tonight at 6, we will hear from Duluth leaders on why they are excited for these ships to arrive. Also tonight at 6, as intense flooding has strained northern Minnesota communities over the past few weeks, they say they still aren't in the clear. Details on new sandbag operations and who still needs help tonight. And Bo, tonight's rain certainly not going to help that.
It is not. They've already received about over an inch of rain in International Falls, and they could see an additional 1 to 3 inches. So the flooding situation is getting a lot worse for them. You can see the line of storms heading their way, as well as Duluth. We got a whole line of storms causing tornado warnings just southwest of Brainerd. And there's also a severe thunderstorm warning north of it. So got a lot of activity happening in the next few hours. Of course, we will continue on monitoring these storms and update you when necessary. But here are the threats for tonight. Damaging winds. Large hail is definitely the highest threats. Flooding, of course, and we can't rule out possibility of a few tornadoes developing. So please stay up to date, stay alert, and know what you can do if there's a storm on your way.
That's your news at 5. The CBS Evening News is next. We'll see you back here at 6.